Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. Well, I just want to give you a short review and introduction to Scarbee Funk Guitarist, which I have found very useful. I'm a keyboard player, not a guitarist, so when you find a VST plugin that you can help you with a rhythm guitar, chords and phrases, that makes you very happy. And I just want to say something about this plugin, Scarbee Funk Guitarist. I've got a simple project in FL Studio, which is the DAW that I use and that I enjoy and that I like. And well, it sounds like this. Some drums in the beginning. Now you can hear the funk guitarist playing. And so on. Scarbee Funk Guitarist. Well, I'm not that happy about the user interface, really, but I haven't read the manual, so maybe I should do that to actually understand how everything works. But there's something that I really like about this plugin, and that is that you have full control and over the grooves and the chords that you want to use. As you can see, I also have the electric sunburst from Native Instruments as a plugin, and I do like the sound of that plugin. But all the grooves are predefined, and you can actually not do that much tweaking when it comes to the phrasing and rhythms. But that's the thing about Scarbee, that you can actually create your own grooves in detail, and also all possible chords that you need and that you want your guitar player to actually play, they are available. And that's the thing that I like about this plugin, and of course that it sounds good. Just check when we come to the samba part, if we only listen to the funk guitarist. This is in an A-7, and well, you can see listen to the chords. And then a little bit later there's also a second part with a little bit different chords. Some well, maybe you want to know about the other plugins. There's nothing special. Easy Drummer 2 for the drums, and there's some drum grooves from Groove Monkey, I think. Yeah, Groove Monkey, the Fusion package, really nice. And the bass is a broomstick bass, and all the lead sounds and the organ and pads are all from Analog Lab, which is a plugin that I can highly recommend. A lot of patches and sounds for not that much money. Analog Labs 3 with all these vintage synthesizers available as virtual instruments. Well, some Analog Labs 3 is actually packaged with some specific sounds from all these instruments that are available as actually specific instruments. They can be bought as specific separate instruments as well. But this is a sort of package with some chosen sounds from all these virtual instruments. And there's a lot of presets available, like 5,640 presets. A lot of sound for the money. I can highly recommend that. In the end, there's also some brass from Philharmonic Miroslav. Well, can listen to it. But back to Scarbee, Funk Guitarist. Actually, in the what I call the chorus is actually mostly Shreddage 2 that does most of the work in the with a E minor, the C major, and the D major part. It's actually Shreddage doing most of the work, and this is how the Funk Guitarist is playing. Nothing special really. E5, C5, D5 chords, no. Well, simple chords and a simple groove. Now let's just check how this plugin works. In this case, the song is called Samba Oleg, and I have 3 simple grooves that I've created myself. There are a lot of predefined grooves that you probably can use for some projects, but the thing is, and that is what I do like about this plugin, is that you can create your grooves just as you want them. So let's check the simple chorus groove. This is how it looks when you edit your groove. You can have grooves up to 4 bars, but in this case, the simple groove for the chorus is just one long one note and then 2 muted picks like this. And you can change the grid division like this. But this is just the thing that I like, that you can get exactly the grooves and the phrasing that you like. And in my ears it sounds good. I'm a keyboard player, as I said, not a guitarist, but I do like the sound that is created from this plugin. And I should mention that I do not use the VSTs. Like there are some effects in the plugin that you can use, but I do use another virtual guitar amplifier from PV, Revolver HPSE, and I think I got it with Shreddage 2. and it works fine. And well, you can, if we disconnect the effect, we can listen to it without any effects. It's a little bit low in the volume actually without the amplifier. This is how it sounds without any effects at all. But then I add my revolver amplifier. And I've done some EQing on it as well. Yeah. And once again, this is the thing about this plugin, that you can actually create the exact phrasing, and if you edit it, like if we put on a quarter note or maybe some staccato, you can see that these lines in the lower part and upper part, it's about the how the strings are stroked, if it's up or down or whatever it's called. But let's see what we get. I don't know what that should be, but just an example. Let's check, but you can do like this. Then you get a slide up. Maybe it's better if we do it like this. But anyway, in this way you can actually create your own personal groove that will actually work with your rhythm, with the drums and with the bass, and you can and that's the thing that I really like about this plugin. And then that was the groove part, and then we got all the chords, and it's a little bit different way of using a plugin, because you assign different chords to different notes. So actually like the C note here is assigned to an E5 chord. If I double click it, you can listen to it with the current groove that I've selected. And this is an A minor. This is well, you get it. You assign chords, and there are a lot of for this kind of mapping preset. You have a lot of notes that you can assign different chords, and and I've designed a lot of chords for this song. I don't use them all. I was playing around with it, etc. So this is actually, this is really jazzy E7 with a, you can see the chord right there. And with a flat 9, I really like it. And then of course when you do it in your MIDI play roll, as it's called in FL Studio, you get this thing. Here is the chord note, which is not a C sharp at all. It's what it's assigned to in the plugin. And in the upper part here you got the actual groove that you're used, because all the grooves are also assigned to different notes. I didn't mention that, I guess, but like if we close this view where you create your grooves, you can see that you also have grooves connected, assigned to different notes. I only have three different notes, 3 different grooves assigned to 3 different notes. So that's actually how it works. And well, I haven't read the manual. Maybe I should do it, because I think it's a little bit easy to mess things up when you're dealing with the grooves and you're pressing the notes here, it's sometimes you just overwrite things that you don't want to overwrite. But I guess if I've read the manual, I would have understood things better. But I can live with that because I like that you got full control of the grooves. You got full control. If you like check the chords and you want to map a new chord, you can see all the you like an F, and then you want F6, and then you get a lot of different ways on a guitar to play an F6. You have the top string, you have which fret you are using and how many strings, etc. Well, I'm not a guitar player, but I can just listen to it and find the chord and the way to play it that sounds right and fits in my song. So that's about it. And in the main view for the guitars, you can also edit the tone. Let's check. We got just playing that part, and then you can change the tone. It's about, I guess, how the microphones are, the pickup on the guitar somehow, I think this one is the one sounds best. And then you can also add some humanizing to the chords that, you know about it, humanizing the phrasing to make it not exact computerized, but could be a good idea, I guess. And you can also add some swing to your phrasing. So that's about it. But that's the thing, and then I use Shreddage 2 for some extra distorted guitar playing in the background. But as I said, I have electric sunburst, and I do like the sound of that. That's where, if you want some arpeggio playing, of course you can't do that in the funk guitars. It's only rhythm playing. Then you can use electric sunburst or some other, of course, VST plugins. There are a lot of guitar VST plugins. But the thing, once again, about funk guitar is that you can create your own grooves and get all actual chords that you possibly could want and need in a song. So if you want control of your project, which you of course want control of your song and how it sounds, then I think this is a really nice plugin. Let's in the ending there's another part. We could just listen to it. And we get some so this funk guitarist plays what I want the guitarist to play, not any other things. But a really nice plugin that I do recommend. Thank you very much, and once again, Happy New Year, everybody.